Hello, financial enthusiasts and money mavens. Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more fascinating content. Today, we're diving into the world of wealth and prosperity, specifically how the affluent keep their fortunes flourishing. Now, you might be thinking it's all about the golden yachts and diamond-encrusted watches, right? Well, not exactly. The reality is, the rich have some clever strategies up their cashmere sleeves. From estate planning to asset protection, they've mastered the art of securing prosperity, ensuring their hard-earned wealth stays within the family. We're going to explore these 10 intriguing methods, and the best part? You don't need a billion-dollar bank account to start implementing them. So, ready to peel back the gold leaf and peek into the world of the financially elite? Stick around to find out how the wealthy keep their money in the family, and how you can too. No need for a golden spoon, just a dash of financial savvy. First things first, the rich don't just leave their wealth to fate or the taxman. They plan their estate like a military operation. Picture a general hunched over a table, mapping out their next move. That's your typical millionaire. But instead of enemy lines, they're navigating tax laws and inheritance rules. Estate planning is like a game of chess with every asset a piece on the board. The goal? To protect their wealth and ensure it passes on to the next generation intact. It's not about being greedy, but about preserving what they've worked hard for. Sure, it's less James Bond and more accountant in a suit, but hey, it's effective. They even consider things like who gets the family silver or the Picasso in the hallway. Talk about meticulous. So if you want to secure your family's prosperity, start planning your estate. No, not your estate sale, your estate plan. Ever heard the saying, don't put all your eggs in one basket? Rich families take this to heart. They don't just invest in stocks or bonds, they have a smorgasbord of investments. Think of it like an investment buffet. They might have a slice of real estate, a dollop of precious metals, a side of private equity, and for dessert, maybe even a dash of fine art or vintage wine. And it's not always about the big bucks. Some wealthy families might even invest in something as quirky as collectible sneakers or rare comic books. Yes, you heard it right. Your childhood comic collection could be a goldmine. But why do they do this? It's simple. Diversification helps to spread risk. If one investment takes a hit, others may perform well, balancing out any potential losses. It's like having a safety net made of money. Remember, diversification is the key to investment success. And no, buying different lottery tickets doesn't count as diversification. Insurance isn't just for when you accidentally drop your phone in the toilet. The rich use it as a tool for wealth preservation. Now let's dive in and see why insurance planning is so crucial. Think of insurance as a safety net. It's there to catch you when life throws you a curveball. It's not just about insuring your home or car. High net worth individuals often have insurance for things that might surprise you. For instance, they may have coverage for a prized wine collection or even a rare piece of art. And yes, that's a thing. But it's not just about protecting physical assets. Life insurance and disability insurance are key elements of a solid financial plan. They provide a financial safety net for a family if the primary earner can no longer provide. So, if you want to protect your wealth, get insured. And no, insuring your pet goldfish doesn't count. The only certainties in life are death and taxes, but the rich know how to make the latter work in their favor. Now, tax planning might sound like a snooze fest, but think about it like a treasure hunt, where the treasure is your own hard-earned cash. Rich families understand that tax planning is crucial. It's about as essential as that morning cup of coffee or that evening glass of wine. They know that every dollar saved on taxes is a dollar that can be reinvested to generate more wealth. They turn to skilled tax strategists who, like chess grandmasters, plan several moves ahead. They utilize tax-advantaged accounts, manage capital gains and losses, or even relocate to tax-friendly jurisdictions. And get this, some even invest in movies. Yes, Hollywood. Why? Because certain film investments can offer significant tax breaks. It's less about the red carpet and more about the green dollar bills. Remember, tax planning is an art. And no, claiming your pet as a dependent doesn't count as tax planning. Rich families don't just hoard their wealth, they also give it away. But don't worry, they're not just being nice. Oh no, it's far more calculated than that. Philanthropy is a secret weapon in wealth preservation. It's like a financial boomerang. You toss your money out into the world and it comes flying back. Sometimes even with a little extra. Picture this, a wealthy family donates millions to a university. Sounds generous, right? Well, it is, but let's not forget that they also get a shiny new tax deduction. Plus, you can bet your last dollar that the university will remember that family when it's time for admissions. And that's not all. Philanthropy also helps build a positive public image. After all, Who doesn't love a generous billionaire? This goodwill can open doors, bringing lucrative opportunities and partnerships. So, if you want to secure your wealth, start giving it away. But remember, tipping your barista doesn't count as philanthropy. Knowledge is power, and rich families know this. That's why they invest heavily in education. They understand that the key to maintaining wealth isn't just about making more money, but about understanding how money works. It's about financial literacy, about knowing the difference between a stock and a bond, or understanding the implications of compound interest. And let's not forget about those over-the-top educational pursuits. We're not talking about a simple degree here. We're talking about multiple Ivy League degrees, PhDs, MBAs, you name it. It's like a game of academic one-upmanship. But jokes aside, education is an invaluable tool. It opens doors, it broadens horizons, it equips us with skills to navigate an ever-changing world. Not to mention, it's a great way to network and make connections. So if you want to secure your wealth, invest in education. And no, watching reality TV doesn't count as education. Debt isn't always a dirty word. In fact, the rich often use it as a tool to grow their wealth. Now you might be thinking, how do they do that? Well, they don't just take on debt willy-nilly. They manage it carefully, just like they would any other asset. In the world of the wealthy, debt is a bit like a well-trained guard dog. It can be a powerful ally if you know how to handle it, but a disaster waiting to happen if you lose control. Rich families often use debt to invest in opportunities that will bring in more money over time than the cost of the debt itself. Imagine this. You're at a swanky auction and you see a priceless artifact. You don't have the cash on hand, but you do have a good credit score. So you borrow the money, buy the artifact, and later sell it for a tidy profit. That's debt management, millionaire style. Remember, managing your debt is crucial. And no, maxing out your credit card doesn't count as debt management. Rich families don't just pass down heirlooms, they also pass down businesses. But it's not as simple as handing over the keys. Business succession planning is a critical part of securing wealth for future generations. It's like a game of chess, except the board is a corporate structure, and the pieces are family members. And let's not even get started on the rules. The king, or in this case the CEO, must decide who will take over the throne. Is it the queen, the bishop, or perhaps the knight? Each move must be carefully planned and executed to ensure the business remains successful and the wealth preserved. It's not just about who gets to sit in the big chair, it's about ensuring the business continues to thrive long after the original leaders have retired. So if you want to secure your wealth, plan your business succession. And no, leaving your lemonade stand to your little brother doesn't count. Last but not least, rich families protect their assets like a mother bear protects her cubs. Asset protection is the final piece of the prosperity puzzle. It's about securing what you've sweated over, ensuring your hard-earned wealth doesn't just vanish like a magician's assistant at a magic show. Picture this. You've built a fortress of wealth, but you leave the gate wide open. That's not a smart move, right? Rich families understand this. They place their treasures in secure vaults, not on display for all to see and take. And we're not just talking about physical assets. Intellectual property, real estate, investments, all these need safeguarding too. Think of it as a game of chess. The king is your wealth. Would you leave your king unprotected and exposed? Absolutely not. You'd shield it with pawns, knights, and queens. That's precisely what asset protection is all about. Remember, protecting your assets is crucial. And no, hiding your money under the mattress doesn't count as asset protection. And there you have it, folks. 10 ways rich families secure their prosperity. From the intricate labyrinth of estate planning to the versatile world of diversified investments, it's clear that the wealthy have their bases covered. They've got their armor in the form of insurance planning and their shields up with tax planning. Philanthropy isn't just about giving back, it's a strategic move too. Education, that's the golden ticket to prosperity. Debt management, because even the affluent know the value of every single penny. Business succession planning, passing the torch without burning the empire. And finally, asset protection, because what's the point of acquiring wealth if you can't keep it safe, right? Isn't it fun to peep into the world of the rich and famous? It's like a game of chess where every move is calculated and every piece has a role to play. So let's take that queen and make our next move. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it informative and entertaining. Remember, knowledge is power, and you've just powered up. Before we wrap up, a quick reminder. Now don't forget to hit that like button, it's lonely and could use some love. And if you haven't already, subscribe to our channel. It's sort of like joining a secret club, but without the secret handshake. And feel free to share this video because who doesn't love a good prosperity secret? And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned, but a penny invested is a penny that works for you. So get investing, folks.